Hi everyone and welcome back to Larson Organizing. Today we are in the second season, the second episode of the Komono category, which is category number 4 in the full Marie Kondo organizing process. We have done already the first category of clothes, we've done books, we've done papers, and in last week's video we started with Komono and we went through all the stationery goods like pens and papers and post-its and through all the electric items like cords, like anything electric, games, whatever. And today we are going through the next categories of the Komono item, and I thought already through and I think we're going to end up with actually 5 episodes of the Komono category just because it's so much. It's always with everyone the biggest category. But it's worth it because we actually see and feel the most change in the apartment when we're doing this category. So I hope you stay with me and maybe even you're following the whole process also with me. So get out your Komono categories and start organizing with me. So the next category, which is on the list, is passports, valuables, wallets. And yes, this is also a category which you can sort out or sort through. So we're getting everything out that is the passbook, is jobs, coupons, certificates, foreign currency, wallets, credit cards, everything valuable. And especially in our wallets, they are dusting and they're at one point full with coupon cards or collection cards or whatever. Go through them, see what of this is still the you that you want to carry with you, especially in something like a wallet that you always have with you. And it's worth to declutter it. And just having a wallet, something, especially a place which is so connected to your finances, to your money, to your, if you're feeling wealthy or not, should be decluttered, should be clean, should be cleansed. So let's get everything out on this table and start organizing it. All right, we're having everything here on the table now. It's not a lot. Valuables are generally not a huge category. That doesn't mean it's not important. So what we're doing now, we're getting everything out of the boxes and sorting it in their respective subcategories. And also what I did here too is I collected valuables, also like keys and just also things that generally lie around in the hallway of your home. Like here are bike lights or chopsticks or just some things that you are always grabbing to put in your purse, which always go to your valuables. So I'm going to sort through them and put them in the subcategories. Like cards. Here a membership card where I can collect points. Passports. And also when you go through your wallet, be courageous and also take everything out. Every single card that you're having. You know the rules by now. Here's receipts, insurance card. As I said, valuables is a quick category, it's a quick win. You can tick one of your subcategory lists. So what we're doing next is we go through each and every single pile and go through what do we want to keep in our future life, what are we still using. Especially here in this category, there are a lot of things which are just forgotten because they're resting so well hidden in our wallets or in boxes. So just look through them. What do you need? What can go? And also what do you don't want to have anymore? For example, I'm not going to this coffee shop anymore. I'm going to this one. This is a brand new card, but I'm never going to this coffee shop. So this one can actually go. This one I'm keeping. And also, even if it doesn't belong in the category, but also when you anyhow have your keys out, look what all keys you have there, because I know that some people are running around with keys who looks like the one from a janitor, you know, with like 1,000 keys. Look at every single key. Do you need this key? And does it have to be on your daily keychain? For example, also we have some keys for my parents' home, but that doesn't need to be on my actual everyday keychain. It can be somewhere else. I'm gonna keep that obviously, but it doesn't have to be on this keychain. And this can all stay. I mean, it has been already really reduced. And I know that especially in the hallways or a lot of people have this all-purpose drawers. Go really through each and every single item and because there's a lot of hidden stuff. I mean, I just started out here a little, but also we did this Marie Kondo method already once. So it has been already a lot of decluttered. And now where we sorted through everything, it's about storing it back in. And with this, I'm going to talk a bit about the functionality. So you can see that already in this little box here, I'm keeping all the keys that are in there. Easy for me to remember that in this box are all the keys that are not using on the daily basis. Then we have two other bins, which are one for me, one for my husband, with our respective bike lights, because they're different ones, they don't fit each, and other things that I'm going to grab on a daily basis. In here is going to be a collection of items that I always use in my purse. And so maybe you think, why don't she leave them in her purse and puts them in a box? Out of that simple reason that when you come home, every time you should pack out your purse. That is annoying, and probably you think like, wait, why, what? It's just because otherwise your purse starts to become an ever-growing black hole of things that you don't even know where they are. It's just healthy. It brings light in to every time when you come home, take your purse, put everything, put your wallet where it belongs, put your phone, probably take your phone out anyhow, but also put the tissues, put them somewhere, take the lights out, take the whatever you have in there out on a daily basis. So also when you change your purse, you have everything always that you can put back in. And also it's a way of honoring these items, that they don't want to be in these bags all the time, just like sinking there, don't even seeing any daylight. So that's why we have these baskets at the door where we always put the stuff in. And these are things that I don't do in the basket anymore because I'm using them at home, not in the purse. These are stuff which come with me when I go somewhere. And yeah, that's how I'm distributing them. And yeah, this is how an organized valuables section look like, with my valuable box, my husband's valuables box, the keys, the wallets, the different passports, and I'm gonna store these all now back. All right, that was the category passports and valuables. And now we're going to a well-beloved category, which is called tools. And this category can for some people be huge. I once had a client who had a full dresser full of tools. For us, it's going to be really small. But yeah, get all your tools wherever you have them, in your cellar, in your garden, in your home, out, all in one place, and we're going to sort them through. All right, as you see for us, this is a very easy to oversee category. Still, we're doing what we always do. We take everything out, every single tool, every single spray or whatever you have, and put them in their respective categories. And so everything is kind of sorted. As I said, we don't have a lot. Maybe this takes for you already way longer. And now with tools, go through it. And maybe you have the feeling that I have. I know we don't have a lot, but with half of these things, I don't even know what we have them for. I literally have no idea what this is. So there's a high probability for it that this can go. There are things like this, for example, the screws, where I think, okay, this is a good set. It's labeled. I know which size it is. I know that there are several of them for whenever we need to fix something or build something. These can stay. But also there are screws, which are single and lonely. I have no idea what to use them for. Also, I'm not that do-it-yourself person, so maybe some of you could already think like what this is for or which size they are. I don't, so for me, there's no reason to keep them. That's where they're gonna go. Also, same here is a different collection of tools. I don't know when we last used them, when we will ever use them again. They can go for me. This is just cluttering me. This again, these are things to hang stuff at the wall, with a little hanger. And I know that we still have a lot of, so if you don't have hangers at your picture, there are little nails in it where you can fix them at the pictures. And I still think that we have a lot of things to put at walls. So these are definitely useful and they are gonna stay. And also if you have bags like this, you know, open them up, let them out. Like what is in there? These look actually like similar things that go in here. So I'm gonna put them together. And also, till you're not done with the organizing process, try also to keep like little of these bags because these are always perfect. I'm gonna show you why. Because if I would have just found this thing here in our toolbox or this thing here, would have no idea what for. So we put them in bags and it's written fridge on it or water filter. Again, water filter, again, fridge. So I know these are tools for our, where it belongs to. So if anything happens or we need to travel with these things, they can go. Another really good example is that I know I kept these since I first moved out for my washing machine. These are kind of helping to block the spinning thing in the middle when you travel. But meanwhile, my washing machine is 15 years old. I'm not gonna travel with these things anywhere. If I'm gonna move the next time, I'm gonna buy a new washing machine because there are way more environmentally friendly, up-to-date washing machines. So I'm not moving with this, so these can just go. Yeah, so these are tools. It can be that you have way more tools, so it takes you way longer. Check for doubles, check for things where you don't know where they are, what they are for, if they are in their full set of things are missing. Check on if these are tools that you're actually going to use, that you want to use in future, that one that was the last time you used them. So there can be all questions that go, especially in this Komono category, to help you decide, are you a tool person, do you repair a lot, or are you just a person who needs a screwdriver and a hammer, that's it? Because for other things, you either anyhow have to have a friend there. So all these things to have in mind, what person you want to be and how you want to use your toolbox, because you don't have to keep all the tools, all the screws, especially get rid of like single screws or whatever. It's the same with like buttons or also you're not going to use them ever again because you end up with a box full of these screws, and the chance that you will use this one screw will be so limited that this one screw fits for your next do-it-yourself project that it's way easier to get rid of them. Clear your space out for having a toolbox with just tools you're actually using and getting rid of everything else. When storing back things in, for us it totally makes sense to store, because we have so little, everything in this box that we also keep up here in our apartment for easy fixings. For example, like the hammer, and also with this, we're storing now the things upright, so we don't stack them on top. So just toss them in the box, we stack them all, so they're easy accessible and visible from top. And also a hammer, we don't store like this because this falls over and can be harmful, so we're storing it top down. Also this wrench, leveling up my vocabulary here. So these all come into one holder. It's actually one more thing that I'm gonna do, because if I put too small things in here, I'm gonna lose them. So all these things which are there to fix things, or I'm gonna put all in this bag together, that when the next time we are working on something, I just have to pull out this bag and know that all the tools are in here. So now we have everything in this one toolbox that we're actually using. There's still these things like for our water filter and fridge. I'm not gonna put them in the toolbox because these are one and only things that we have to keep when we're moving with this stuff, or when these things have to be repaired, which is never. So I don't want to store them in here, which are the everyday or every week, every month using tools. So I'm going to store them somewhere else where I don't need to access them all the time. They're labeled, so they're not going to get lost. But also I don't have this box here to full and can actually easier work with it. And yeah, that's going to be a check on the second category for today, which is going to be tools. For the next category, next subcategory, I pre-worked a little bit, so we don't have to wait too long for me. Because the next category is gonna be actually a mix out of several categories. You can do them all separate. I love to do them all together because somehow they belong for me together. It's the category of your ritual objects, like maybe you have some chains you're meditating with, pillows with, some clothes, charms, or anything. But also for me, this category is because I'm not that religious, but I love meditating, and self-care also goes with the category of candles, essential oils, etc. And also because essential oils somehow also blend in the category of medicine and supplements, I'm gonna do all these, which can be for some people 3 categories, I'm gonna do them all together. So that means, because somehow the essential oils for me, I'm a huge fan of essential oils, they blended all the categories together because we have some meditative calming stuff, we have some medicine stuff in here, but also we have some just purifying, air purifying blends in here. So I had them stored always in here. This is an old cigar box from Cuba. And in there, they fitted really nice in here, and I closed the lid and I never looked at them again. So that's why it took some research, as you've seen, to actually look for what are these oils for, what do they do? So I sorted them after function. I looked up what function they have, and that's where I'm gonna store them. So I'm gonna store the ones I can use for my daily blend, where in the bathroom, where I'm gonna also do my daily skincare. The ones with the skin, I'm gonna store close to my body lotion, so I know to use them with my skin. And the ones for sickness, I'm gonna use with all the medicines. So put them there where you use them. You can put them all together, but it's not that wrong because you at least store them all in the same category. But if you're not gonna open this box and use them, because honestly with so many oils, at one point you just forget how you use them. So put them somewhere where you need them, where you think of them, and where you see them also daily, so you integrate them. That's for the essential oils. What else we're doing? We're getting out every other thing which belongs to this. All the medicine box, we take out all the candles, relaxing goods, and everything else that you have for ritual objects. I think that should be all. I went through the entire house, got candles, got all ritual objects, medicaments, and supplements and oils. So yeah, I'm gonna do now what we always do, split them up in their respective subcategory of what belongs together. So what we're doing right now is I'm going through our medication box and I'm sorting everything through, basically looking for things that are not up to date anymore or things that we don't take anymore. So yeah, this things what you can think of while going through your medicaments. Is there still good? Are you still using them? Do you want to be a person in the future who uses that? And just with that in mind, just yeah, go through it and sort some things out. All right, I made it now. You saw that I myself a bit struggled because sometimes you just need to try a bit here and there so you have the perfect organization, but for everything there's a perfect fit. But to reduce our medicine box from this box into this one. And as you can see also, I paid attention to that I stuck everything upright, so it's easy accessible. So, and also I used little subcategories. Like this is everything for when you have a cold. It's like a mentholatum and cold cough drops, and also an essential oil, which helps you when your nose is stuffy. Yeah, and also I divided like the medicaments box, which we just use when we are sick, so I can store it actually a bit more upright. Which can now go in here. And here I have now space for 2 boxes, which are supplements for when you're sick. and daily supplements. And there's a big difference because now this box has to be accessible because we use them daily. So we take them out, we can take our supplements and put them back in. All right. I now sorted the oils back in, the ones that can go in a box. And what I did here, also as you see in the time lapse, I struggled a bit in finding the right order, but I think I did it, is that I used these small things from jewelry, or I don't even know where we have all these small boxes from. I just collected them over time. Put them in there as separators. So I still have in here the different categories. So these are oils for the air purifier. These are oils that I can put in my body lotion. Oils for cleansing, means the skin, or in actually kitchen cleaners or bathroom cleaners. And these are calming oils. And now I have all these kind of oils together. The other ones come in the bathroom because I'm going to use them daily. And also I made it that the box closes. And I'm going to put the box here. You remember from last week, this is our cleared out stationaries in here, which make me still super happy. And our sorted out books. So this is already super clear table, clear shelf. And now I have all the oils here where I can see them, where they're accessible. They have their own space. I can close the box, and also directly here is the air purifier, which is already plugged into the wall. So now I can use all the oils here directly on the air purifier. And also this gives also the oils or the way of storing a different functionality. If you store things together, you don't have to run for your purifier and the oils. And so I can here have my small oil mixing table, and that makes me super happy, especially in these old repurposed cigar box. So now also we come to my favorite category, which are my rocks. As you also see, I love different rocks and different meanings. Some I'm gonna wear. Here, for example, we have some amethyst rocks, and they're gonna protect your house if you put them in the northeast corner of your apartment. So that's where I'm gonna store this. It would be that corner. And this is a rose quartz. And it says where there's rose quartz in the house, there's just always love in. I'm also gonna keep that. And this is actually a rock which helps you cleansing. So I'm actually gonna put that in water because it clears all the water that you're drinking. So it should not be in the corner somewhere, it should be in the water. And yeah, this is actually, it helps you. It's a fertility rock. It helps you during pregnancy or whatever. And I'm gonna make a bracelet out of it because like this, I'm not gonna use it as just a string of pearls. So I'm doing a bracelet out of it. It comes on my activity pile. And this is just trying to give you an overview of how to use things, how to store them, not just to have them and to have them somewhere, but to see the function of them, why you're having them in your life, what your goal is with these items in your life, and to also then put them there where you want to use them. We don't want anything just be in our apartment. Everything should have its purpose, especially for the future life that you're going to. So I'm gonna bring them all back in their different positions where they belong. Yeah, that's already the second week of Komono category. And yes, everything is still here on the table, and you're wondering why we're not finishing with everything being organized. Because now we're coming into this tricky part of Komono where, you know, I'm not showing you where I'm putting these candles because honestly, I don't know, because I'm still going next week through all the accessories that we're having, and that will define where I'm going to put the candles. And also, I'm still in the bathrooms. That's why can't show you where I'm putting these oils now. So I'm putting everything on kind of hold positions so that we can live here the next week and work here and eat here and everything. But final storage solutions will come with the more of Komono categories you go through. And at one point you will realize, oh, I had this category from last week that now is cleared up, so I can use the space and store something in there. And in this case, yeah, I still have to kind of just store it somewhere and then continue next week when we do all the other Komono categories. So maybe also this episode felt a bit different for you because going through all these Komono things is a really different way of doing clothes or books, you know, with this great order of what's your goal, putting everything out, joy checking, and then sorting everything back in. Because Komono, you're getting everything here and there out and starting another category and always have to go through this all 4 steps again. So it can get a bit wishy-washy in between, but what I want you to importantly take away, and also that's why I take you on this while we're decluttering, is why you're going through Komono. Think about why you're having this and if you want to have this in your life. And these are the only reasons why you should keep things. Get them out of every corner so you have an overview of what you all have from this category. Decide what you want to keep in your further life, what you want to go with. Don't just store things out of fear for the future. Just take the things that you are using, that you want to take also in your future life. And then when you sort things back in, sort them visible, vertically, reachable, accessible, and also look for their function. Think about why you want to use them, why you want to have them in your life, and put them there where you're going to use them so that you don't have a museum of things around you where you don't actually know what to do with them or you forget them the second you finish with organizing. Put them there where you want to use them. Think about, while you're sorting things out, where you're going to use them, also for the storage solution. That's important for me to say, and this was also energy draining for me. I'm really done, and maybe you are too, especially when some categories are a bit bigger. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you took some tips from it, and I'm excited to continue with you next week with new energy.